Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to I'd Buy That for $1. Today we are looking at a little game called Astroflux. It's definitely different. This is, of all things, a top-down space shooting MMO. I fuck you not. And it has all the standard things like, well, you've got your cargo, you have your crew, if I can remember where in the hell to find it. So like, this is my ship. It's pink. I have several nice weapons. I have some crew members who you send on away missions, kind of like Star Trek. You have artifacts. So if you go into artifacts, you can see I have one that increases my energy damage and corrosive damage, one that increases my shield strength, one that increases my health and energy damage and energy resistance. I have other ones. There's also, I have like this one which I just revealed, which is a +4. Awesome. It's an odd little game. I mean, you have things like, first of all, you have missions. I need to go and kill some stalkers. So we're going to go and find some enemy stalkers. It doesn't say where to find them, but that's okay. Because this game, it's not so much about where, it's about blowing up things with big numbers and having a lot of fun doing it. And as you can see, this is the guts of the game. Not gonna lie, this is it. This is what this game is all about. It's all about shooting many small things with small things. And of course you have got different weapons, like this is my somewhat self-targeting laser weapon, which is cool. And then you have that, which is a broadside, which is also cool. And then this, which is basically a scatter shot. I've no idea why it sometimes does that, but sometimes it locks up. You do have an in-game currency called Flux, which is used to buy upgrades and new crew members, which is kind of... Ooh. Come on! This is a boss! I've never had the chance to fight... God damn you, sir! Damn your eyes! Why can't I control this? I don't know why, but it's behaving kind of weirdly today, and it wasn't behaving like this at all. So yeah, I really should check where I am. I am in Hyperion, which is, I believe, the starting system. I don't quite remember. Excuse me. Cheeky bastards. So, what to say about this game? Well, let's see. First of all, we can go to the smelting plant, which I'll show you what that's all about. And what it actually is all about is it basically is you gather materials by destroying enemies. You smelt the materials into more useful materials. And the result of that is that, in theory at least, you can level up your character. Well, ship. And really, ships. Because there are multiple ships in this game and you can have a fleet of them. I'm trying to remember land. Yeah, okay. So... all I have is one scrap metal, which I can refine into steel. Woot. You can see my fleet. I have an empty slot. I don't have the flux to buy a new ship yet. We have the ship here. Cargo. Really, I'm not carrying anything. Artifacts we've shown. And crew. So as you can see, we have Ruth. Ruth is a corporal. Ruth has done 10 missions, and Ruth is a survival specialist. So I can collect the training, which is 10 skill points, and I can spend basically as much as I want to get access to these. Now, I have been specializing in survival to a large degree, but now we're going to put some points into combat, which opens up kinetic weapons. You hit that, and as you can see, the green bar goes up, and when it maxes out, you have that particular skill maxed. Awesome. So, let's see, what else do we have? We have, let's lock by survival and diplomacy. How do we deal with that? The exact same way, but we're not going to do that. We are instead going to level up this guy's combat skill good and fast because he is a combat specialist. We're going to collect you. We're going to max out your first contact because you are a diplomat. We'll get you to 60. Okay, 61 apparently. And then you can train again. But we're not going to train again because we are instead going to go to the nearest planet, which... Is that the nearest one? Yeah, probably is. It's close enough. It is close enough to being the nearest one. And this is the guts of this game. And believe it or not, there is music, but apparently it's not playing for some reason. That really is the guts of it because it just works. It's a nice, relatively simple game. Pew, 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 pew. Which... Oh, come on. I honestly don't know what's going on with this, but it is going a little bit screwy. I don't really know why. I wonder actually, is it the recording software is the issue? It could be because it normally plays a lot better than this, and it's not. But it usually runs at ridiculously high frame rate. It's very light. It's only like I think it's like 5 megs of download. It's tiny. Okay, I've already claimed that one, but I can do this one, the neutral civilization. And for that, we need our private. We need our diplomat. As you can see, you have like high injury risks, which is based on your core skill. So we'll add him, and we'll start, and it's 17 seconds. So in 17 seconds, the mission will be finished. We go and collect him. We get our rewards from said mission. He gets some experience, and we move on with our lives. This is the core of this game, and really, combat for me is a secondary aspect in this. What did we get? We got a new skill point, and we got some steel and some iridium, which is awesome, I guess. But we can go back to our crew. We can go back to Kota. And we can just do nothing. Actually, yeah, there is a huge lag on this. It's a little bit disturbing, actually. So we'll go to the warp gate, and that will get us access to the next area. I'm trying to remember, what is that in particular? Oh, it's the armory, actually. We should go have a look at the armory. The armory is kind of... Well, it's pursuit of big numbers. And pursuit of big numbers is fun. So we have access to produce a weapon with minerals or flux. We have the beam, we have the energy nova, which is an area of damage attack, which is kind of cool. We have the acid blaster, which is nasty. The difficulty refers to how difficult it is to use. Like the energy core is pretty simple. The beam is pretty simple. And the pixie launcher, which I think I already have. Yeah, I do already have that. I don't have the blaster. So we'll produce the blaster. We'll produce that. And we'll produce the energy nova because all of them are cheap as chips. Upgrades. We can upgrade, but we don't have the material. Oh, we do have the material to upgrade. So I can upgrade any of these. So you can see I can upgrade that because I have enough steel. I can upgrade that because I have enough steel. Next round is more steel. Next one is more steel. The next one is hydrogen crystals and steel. And that's pretty much how you level up your weapons. So... Oh, I have to go to the upgrade station, of course, don't I? That's a little bit irritating. Research station, hangar, research station. Now we'll go to the hyper gate, the jump gate, and just see what happens. Shits and giggles, you know, all that good stuff. One thing I will say is that when you set a waypoint, it doesn't come off until you click it again, so it doesn't automatically vanish, which is great. You can collect these things, which they're basically like loot bags. Essentially, you kill enemies and they'll randomly drop a loot bag, and the loot bag will probably will always contain resources. It might contain Captain, I want to remind you we've discovered a huge amount of data in space. If you want to finance, no, that's fine. Capello. And as you can see, we're at 75% for Hyperion. There are two very, very nasty areas in this place that I'm not ready for yet. So we'll warp jump, we'll warp to friendly. You can go into instances where PvP is an option. You can go to instances where it's purely PvE. it's cool. It's a really cool game. And it's, like I said, it's tiny. This runs on my laptop like you would not believe. Okay, so Centurion is finished, which is another planet. Odesta is... we could probably do that. But we're going to go to Rocky instead, because, well, if we're coming up on the 40th anniversary, and it seems like a good idea. What the hell was that rubber banding? I'm not wild about some of the weapons in this game, but that's more down to the fact that I'm not very good with them as opposed to them being bad, because they're not. Now, if you see that one there glowing, that means it's an elite. And that means it will drop a pod. And I've got the pod. Oh, die already. Die, die, die. Now, I don't want to kill that because I want to use it to farm those doodads. And there are daily missions and there are quests and it's all cool. And yeah, I'm bored with this. So, onward. And this is kind of the way I tend to play this game, is just charging through space. Oh, I'm going to have to destroy all of these because they have this planet interdicted. There we go. Sweet. Ah! In. Yes. Yes, I got hydrogen spill, which is used for getting, I don't know, some material or other that I can't remember. Yeah, I'm actually, the problem I'm having is that I have massive lag for some reason. Probably my connection, to be honest. Okay, so we have done nothing here. And this is one of the great things about this game, is you can run multiple instances of everything. So that's explored. Deploy team, not skilled enough. Okay, so we can't do that one. Can we do this one? We cannot. 48, 51. Should be able to do that one. Might be able to do that one. Yes, we can. Start exploration, confirm. And we can probably do this one, I want to say, but I actually need to pick her up first. So, claim reward. Success. 1 new skill point. We'll play next. And we got Steel. Close report. Now we're going to send her in again if we can. We can. Start again. 1 minute 12 seconds. And this is the guts of this game. It's all about getting your ship to a particular area, sending down an away team, doing the missions, getting the rewards, building a better ship. There are some really cool looking ships in this game. Like, seriously cool looking ships. I'm still on the first one. I've only played about 2 hours of this game, but it's actually it's actually going to be rapidly becoming one of my play in front of the television on my laptop games. It's a lot of fun. 1, 2, thank you. Next, and we got an artifact, which is an impact dampener. So that's all about resistance. And we got some plasma fluids and steel. Cool. Do we have the skill to do this one? We still don't have the skill. I don't know what the actual cutoff point is for these, for diplomacy doodads, but it is the way it is. So we're going to have a look here. We're going to go to the hangar, I think. We might also go have a look at, well, we'll just have a look around and you'll get a good sense of this game. Personally, for my money, considering this game is free to play, is a 50 megabyte download and runs on nothing. It's well worth it. So next we got 2 skill points and we got another artifact, energy suppressor, and we got hydrogen crystals and steel. Awesome. So let's have a look see. Weapon factory, walkers cantina. We'll go have a look in the cantina and factory. Why not? 4. Yeah, we're just going to broadside these fuckers to death. Cool. Oh, hang on. There's another pot. Woo. Well, they call them crates, but yeah. The crates will give you a will give you artifacts. That's actually the word I was looking for. Die. Or not, whatever. This is a really peculiar game because it's a really interesting blend of MMO and top-down space shooter. And I started gaming in the 90s, so actually very late 80s. So I'm all about top-down space shooters. So yeah, we have him who we already have, but this is the survival version apparently. We have her, and as you can see, they cost 100 flux. And we don't have enough, we have 19. Now you can buy it, but you can also get it from completing missions. So that is the cantina. Hey, down there. That's it. And we land, and this again is the weapons factory. So same kind of thing. Piercing gun. Interesting. Sticky bombs. Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah, we'll produce that, and we'll get that. Cool. Where next? The paint shop is exactly what it sounds like. Recycling is... we've already been there, but we could go to the AF research station. Why not? Point out we also have skills up here, like we have a shield boost, we have a hardened shield. We have boosting your energy, which just makes it faster. And then R, which is a damage buff. It's... ooh. What? Huh? Good start. Okay, we've completed that. That's nice to know. That's the paint shop. Actually, we might as well land there and have a look, because try and show you as much as I can. So as you can see, you can change the color of your ships. You can... there's a lot you can do with it, and it's cool, but it does cost flux. And while you're finding the ship you really want to play with, you're probably better off not wasting your flux on things like that, because you're going to need crewmen. They're very important. You're going to need weaponry. You're going to need your ship. You're going to need to upgrade your ship. There's other things to use your flux on, for the first while at least. And we have the AF research station, which is for upgrading your ship in general, not just your weapons. So like here, we have health and armor. We have increases shield amount. I'd like to go for health and armor, so we're going to go for that. Now we don't have enough steel to do anything else. We don't have enough steel to do any of these, unfortunately. But my health is just being increased by plus 60 health and plus 2 armor. Now, I'm trying to remember, is there a hangar in this system? I don't think there is. No, there isn't. So we're going to head back to the warp gate and have a quick look in the hangar. I'll show you some of the other ships. And there are some really nice other ships. And that's basically it. I mean, aside from that, it is a very standard MMO. Oh, you the recycler? Because I have some junk I could use recycling. Yeah, you're the recycler. Awesome. So we'll do that again and take minerals, and we have hydrogen spill, which will give us crystals and steel. We'll take those, we'll take off, and that's what a lot of this game is. Now, for me, this game is completely worth playing. It's very enjoyable. I find it quite relaxing. As I said, it's free to play and it runs on nothing. I mean, it runs on ridiculously low specs. And it's good fun. It is genuinely quite a fun game. It's dumb as mud, but a lot of fun. Oh yeah, Elite Zone. Yeah, this place, I've died a few times. Hang on a second. I want that boss if I can get there. If I can get there before anybody else. Which is far from a foregone conclusion, because it is a stone cold bitch getting to the bosses before anybody else. I have never once reached this boss. Not once. And I think the kill goes to whoever is the fastest. Whoever gets the first shot in. Ah, you bastard. Whoa, mama. Big boom. Did I get it? Did I get it? Become more powerful, upgrade any one tech. So no. Story, I still need to actually beat that boss, and it hasn't happened yet. Let's sigh. Hangar. Yes, hangar. We were going to the hangar. So yeah, it's because so many players have really fast ships, it's extremely difficult to get in and get those bosses. Not least because they're pretty decent XP and they're also pretty decent for resources. And, you know, that's just the way it is. That is just the way it is in this game. It's bitchy and kind of unfair. But it is what it is. And, you know something? I like it. I like that it's that dumb. Oh, by the way, you can fly into the sun. Don't fly into the sun. They're slavers. Don't care. Right, hangar. As you can see, we have some really nice ships. Now, some of them aren't expensive, like the transmitter. Assembled using old UHF antennas. It's a special ship with incredible shields. So you've got that. You have the aero deck, which is basically, you know, it's a ship, and that's a ship. And then you've got the P1 Pirate, which is kind of nice, but it has bonuses. Like this one doesn't have any special bonuses. Neither does that, because these are starting ships. This, however, is not. So you get a pre-manufactured bonus of extra speed. This one you get extra speed and extra health, but it costs 400 flux. That's only 150. The sailfish is 600, and that gets actually really nice. The Skeletor, which is again going to be 800. The X-121 carrier, which is nuts, but it's also nuts expensive. The Venom V30. This is the one that I really want because it's fucking insane looking. But it is 4100. And then of course you've got Golden Heart, which I think is the top tier, but I'm not certain. And this one, I mean, look, its health is almost maxed out. It's minus 15% cooldowns, plus 100% energy damage, but it's 5,000 flux. And yeah, in a lot of ways this kind of reminds me of Warframe. You can get everything in game, but it's going to take you a while. But yeah, so should you play this? If you like top-down space shooters, yeah. If you want a game that will run on a junk laptop, yeah. If you want something that's free to play and it's just good for a giggle for a half an hour, definitely. If you want something with really serious depth that isn't going to cost you money in the long run, you know, if you want to get there in a decent time frame even, no. Just leave it go and do something else. But that's Astroflux. I will say this series will not be like every week, because a lot of whether I record this or not comes down to my own health, but it also comes down to whether I've found something worth recording that is free to play, or $1, pound, or euro or less. And I don't often find games like that, so expect to see this when you see it. Anywho, in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, as always, please like and share. It really helps my channel to grow. I'll be back again when I'm back again. Have a lovely evening, be good, and bye for now.